Now, Messi, what can you tell us about yesterday's Nusantara groundbreaking ceremony?
Yes, hello, good afternoon, Rory, Alia, and Yani, and it is very nice to hear from you from here in Balikpapan, which is a 2-hour drive away from the site of the new capital city of Nusantara in Penajam Pasir Utara, North Penajam Pasir, East Kalimantan, where the president held a groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the new capital city, along with 34 provincial governors, as well as several guests of honor in attendance, taking place at the datum point, or titik anol, of the new capital city construction site itself. Now, the ceremony included the 34 provincial governors bringing water as well as soil, as we know, from their respective provinces, and collecting them into a single ceremonial jug, which was meant to symbolize the unity in their support towards the construction of this new city. And they all afterwards also planted trees in a hill just above the datum point, which was meant to signify the integration of Nusantara with its natural surrounding environment, as President Joko Widodo earlier mentioned in the interview, with the president having earlier planted a red meranti tree, and the First Lady planting a camphor tree. Afterwards, the president and several of his guests also visited the Mentawir nursery to scout the area, and were accompanied by several ministers, including state-owned enterprise minister Erick Thohir, the environment and forestry minister Situ Nurbaya Bakar, and the future head of the authority of Nusantara, Bambang Susantono. Now, the nursery itself is 120 hectares in area and is an hour away east from the datum point of the new capital city, with a production capability, as Sir Joko Widodo mentioned earlier, of 15 to 20 million seedlings every year. And with the point to grow the trees, to balance out the trees that are cut down in the construction process of the new capital city, with the trees being grown there to be replanted within the city limits in the future. Rory?
So, Messi, this is something interesting to note, that the president spent a night inside of a tent, and the entourage camped at the Penajam Pasir Utara in the middle of the jungle. Although the tent is lavish, made in France, but still, this is my first time seeing a president, a high-profile leader of our nation, spending a night in a tent. My question is, did the president spend another night at the site inside of the tent?
No, he did not. He only spent a single night in the tent from last night up until this morning. And yeah, it is also the first time that I've ever seen the president spend the night in a tent. We are in a new world, so it is great to see that. Now, the campsite was a kilometer southwest of the groundbreaking venue, as President Joko Widodo mentioned earlier, at the site of the new presidential palace. And he was accompanied by a group of people, including the consultative assembly speaker Bambang Susatyo, as well as SOE Minister Erick Thohir, and the Cabinet Secretary Pramono Anung, as well as the Ministry of Public Works and Public Housing Basuki Hadi Mulyono. Accompanying them were security details, including the Army, some police officers, as well as the State Intelligence Agency. And actually, in the afternoon, he also met with traditional religious leaders who discussed with him their hopes for the new capital city, including the importance of developing the local human resources. And we shall see in the future just how that turns out. All we know is that we are all hoping for the success of the new capital city. Rory?
That's what we hope indeed. Thanks so much, Satya Pramesi, live from Penajam Pasir Utara, the future capital of Indonesia. Thanks, Messi, for your comprehensive report.